Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, history was made last night. What do you mean? History was made. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers win 3-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights in round 2, game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're going to break it down. We're going to take down the good, the bad, and there was no ugly. There was a little bit of bad, a lot of bad blood. There was great and a whole lot of great. But first, let's get in to the intro. Yes, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, Play La Bamba was blaring in the stadium last night, and it was blaring, well, not so much in the locker room these days, as Pink Pony Club has taken over. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I've still never heard that song. It's just not the type of music I listen to, but hey, whatever works for the boys. Again, history was made last night. We're going to play some La Bamba, because that's what we do. And then we're going to talk about what history is made, why it was made, and why it was important to have been made. And why I kind of saw it coming. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, history was made. Stuart Skinner, now call him Mr. Game 4. He has the best numbers in the history of the NHL when it comes to Game 4. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. I won't lie to you. Here's the proof. Lowest goals against average in Game 4's all time. Stu Skinner sits atop at 1.31. Brian Boucher, who I will talk a bit about in this video, 135. Marty Turco, 144. John Gibson, 155. And Olaf Kolzig, Washington Capital great, 160. Now, why am I going to talk a little bit about this? Because if you watched the game before, let me bring myself back right quick here. If you watched the Carolina-Washington game, Brian Boucher referenced that stat and was called for the first 2 periods Mr. Game 4. His commentators, Shelley, and I can't remember who the other guy is that's with them with the TNT broadcast. I don't watch much TNT. Obviously, living in Canada, we don't get much of the TNT stuff. Most of our stuff we get is through Sportsnet. So anyways, I'm not going to pretend to know what was going on, but apparently Craig Anderson, not Craig Anderson, he's long gone, but the Carolina goalie, Freddie Anderson, got to get the names right if I'm going to do it right, was about to be crowned Mr. Game 4 had he continued his shutout that he was pitching that game. Well, we all know how that ended. He ended up getting 3 goals scored on him in the second or third period. So that title stayed with Boucher. So as that broadcast was leaving, they said, "Hey, you're still Mr. Game 4 is the best goals against average for all time." And I thought it was weird because I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go back and do some search. Let me do some research. Stuart Skinner's got a pretty damn good record in Game 4s. Damn good goals against average. If he has a bounce back game and pitches a shutout, he becomes Game 4. Mr. Game 4. He will beat. So I throughout the entire broadcast, I was hinting at things. I was trying to let people know, hey, this could be a thing that happened. In talks with people, my friends and family, I said, hey, Stuart Skinner's going to have an awesome night tonight. And I was told that I'm an idiot. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Stuart Skinner's not going to have a good night. Vegas is going to tie the series. We're going back to Vegas 2-2. And then we're going to get beat in Game 5 because, like I said, our goalie, that number 1 guy, excuse me, Picard, not available for Game 5. Picard, not available for Game 6. Not available for Game 7 if it gets that far. I don't think it's getting past Game 5 personally. But anyways, we're talking about this game. So, the Oilers jumped on Vegas early. And I'm not even going to say that they jumped on Vegas early. It's Adin Hill jumped on the Oilers early. There's one thing you don't do as a goalie in any league. You don't purposely go out of your way to cause trouble for yourself. Worry about stopping the puck. That's hard enough. That is hard enough to do, stopping a puck. No, Adin Hill, right from puck drop, decided to be physical with the Oilers players. So excuse the fuck out of me if I don't feel sympathy for you that you got run over by your own player. Yeah, McNabb cross-checked Evander Kane. After a goal, Evander Kane flew over top of you, took you out, I don't care, call it what you want to call it, got a penalty for it. Oh well, so it is. Suck it up. So, I was okay with that. What I wasn't okay with is every time there was an Oilers player by Adin Hill, he slashed them. He hooked them. He speared them. He physically body checked them. And he got no call for it. I'm sorry, but if you want to be a baby and cry foul when you get hit, don't initiate it. And I am glad that the referees noticed early that Adin Hill was initiating the contact. And I'm sure the referees told him, hey, you're kind of initiating all this contact. You're kind of going out of your way. Like even the Janmark tripping call that Janmark got tripped for tripping Hill. Hill steps out of his crease to initiate the contact with Janmark. So I'm pretty sure the ref's like, well, you're kind of initiating the shit. If you don't want to be part of it, don't initiate it. And maybe that's the Oilers' game plan. Maybe that's the thing they're going to do moving forward in this series. Moving forward in the next series, will it be Huttebuck? Will it be Hallebuck? Or Ottinger? You get in their face, you kind of let them know they're going to be uncomfortable for a series. You run them a little bit. Hell, our starting goalie, Picard, got run. No call on the play. He's out for the series. And Vegas wants to cry about bad goaltending interference? Get out of here with that. Anywho's, Adam Henrique got the party started. Ooh, did he ever? He got the party started early. 1:27 in the first period early. Assisted by Connor Brown. And then, you knew it was coming, folks. You knew it was coming. There was a fight. There was a rough. At 4:36 of the first period, this is the roughing that Janmark got. He tripped the goalie. So Janmark got 2 for roughing. Haig got 2 for sorry, my bad, my eye here. Sorry, guys. Haig fought Friedrich. He got 5 for fighting. Friedrich got 5 for fighting. It's all good and well, so Oilers got a penalty. Killed it! And as soon as they kill it, you know what happens next, right? The Vegas Golden Knights take a penalty. Okay. That was a cross-check. Kind of a makeup call, but Vegas gets a penalty. Oilers do skadoosh on it, so both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. Then, we got controversy. We got some controversy. Henrique scores his second goal of the game, assisted by Hyman and Kane. And in that process, Kane runs Hill the fuck over. Runs him. No 2 ways about it. He runs him. I'm not upset by it. Hey, you got to call what you got to call. Kane gets a goal. Charging penalty for Kane. Darnell Nurse gets a roughing against Kolesar. Kolesar gets a roughing against Nurse. So we're the only guys that get the penalty in that situation. So again, Vegas is on a power play. This is all in the first period. Nothing happened on that power play either because, well, the Oilers have finally decided how to penalty kill. Also, shout out to Knobloch for the changes in the lineup. He put Kapanen in the lineup. Play a hunch. No, there was no hunch. It was, hey, Caspi, you're a big boy. You like to throw your weight and you have speed. Would you mind banging a body or two? Would you mind kind of running a guy or two? We're not asking you to deliberately go out and hurt, but if you kind of injure a little bit, like let them know that this is going to be a very, very tough game for them. Because you got the weight. And there's no disrespect to Arvidsson. He's throwing his weight around. He's doing the things that he's being paid to do. But Kasperi Kapanen is a bigger beast. Kasperi Kapanen, when he hits you, it's brick wall hitting brick. It hurts. So, coach puts Cappy in and says, hey, here's the situation. You're going to go out and do a little bit of banging. You're going to go out and do a little bit of clanging. You're going to go out there and be a little bit of muscle. Help our top guys get some separation. Maybe deter the Vegas Golden Knights players from taking a liberty or two. We've got Kane on one line. We got Perry on one line. We got you on another line. We got three guys up and down our lineup that are going to go out there and just beat the shit out of the Vegas Golden Knights. And if you happen to hurt somebody, it is what it is. If you get suspended for it, you're not going to play much anyway. We got Arvidsson waiting as soon as you get... That's what I think the thought process for Knobloch was, hey, go out there and do your thing. Also, he made a switch on defense. Troy Stetcher made his... Troy Stetcher in and Amberson out. And again, I am A-okay with that. I'm great with it. I understand. I'm not upset that we got Troy Stetcher in and Amberson out. Not upset by that at all. Amberson was getting hit a lot, and he wasn't moving the puck fast enough. Troy Stetcher, he doesn't get hit very often, and he moves the puck quite well. He's a puck-moving defenseman. So, hey, why not risk it for the biscuit? Right? So, any whoosies, we come in, and we got two new guys that are going to do their thing. And boy, howdy did they do their thing. Stetcher didn't get hit like I said. And Kapanen was laying bodies. So, it's 2-0 after one period of play. Second period rolls around. There's 7.5 minutes left to go in the period. Dorofino tripped Klingberg later on in that period. That was it for penalties in the game. And at 7:38 of the period, Evander Kane snipe show, assisted by McDavid and Bouchard. So again, we're talking about the Oilers' victory. Oilers win 3-0. And no Draisaitl, no McDavid. That's kind of odd. Why are they not scoring? We're scoring by committee. And that should be a scary thing for the Vegas Golden Knights for Game 5. And Dallas or Winnipeg in the next round. And Toronto, Florida, Washington. I'm not going to say Washington anymore. Carolina in the final. This team is not relying on the same old 2-0 to get the wins and to get production. So, anywhoosies. Vander Kane scores, just insult to injury, right? No penalties were taken in the third period. Shots at the end of the game were 32-23 for the Oilers. Face-offs were 59-40 for the Oilers. Power plays, Oilers were 0 for 2, went Skadooshis. Vegas went 0 for 3, Skadooshis. Hits were 33-32 for the Oilers. Damn! Block shots 20-18 for the Oilers. Giveaways 14 for Vegas, 10 for the Oilers. Takeaways 7 for the Oilers, 1 for Vegas. Interesting. Oilers controlled that entire game. And Stuart Skinner was faced with some difficult tasks. I believe he had 2 breakaways on him. Oh, shoot. Dallas just scored. Anywho's, they just He had 2 breakaways, a 2-on-1. Like, he made saves he needed to make. He looked really damn good. And I'm going to show you a quick little video of the post game for everybody here.
He's just that big. Let's stay on the shot because when Stuart Skinner goes in the room, you'll see a bunch.
I'm going to pause that just so you guys can get the full grasp of. So here it is here. This is how much his Oilers teammates love him. And I don't care what you guys say. His teammates love the fuck out of Stuart Skinner. And here's the rest of the video.
Bunch of high fives, especially from the one and only Calvin Pickard as he celebrates victory number 20 of his postseason career. And look at the cheers, the fist pumps.
Now, if you see there, you see Ekholm, you see Derek Ryan, you see Emerson, and you see Pickard.
As Mattias Ekholm, Calvin Pickard tied.
I don't like the fact that Pickard's still not able to bend his knee.
Emerson and the rest of the Edmonton Oilers, including Derek Ryan and his kid, are in.
What a great win. What a great guy. And here's another video, just because I'm in a mood.
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
That was for all you people that wanted to doubt Stuart Skinner. Like, all you jackasses out there. Stuart Skinner sucks. Stuart Skinner this. Stuart Skinner that. Don't speak till you're spoken to. Like, I get it, but this is why we have Skinner. Maybe that's going to be the rallying cry for him and this team moving forward. Anywho's, like I said, Aiden Hill was 29 out of 32. 906 save percent. Not bad for Aiden Hill. Not 1,000, but not bad for Aiden Hill. Henrique got his second. Henrique got his third. Kane got his fourth. Also, that Adam Henrique goal is the fastest game-winning goal in Oilers history. 1 minute and like 27 seconds, I believe I said. Whatever it was, it's the fastest in Edmonton Oilers history. That's pretty damn crazy. So, all in all, Oilers lead the series 3-1. Are we going to doubt them? Absolutely. We're always going to doubt the Oilers. That's what we do. That's what we do. We're going to doubt, right? That's the sad part about being an Oiler is we're going to doubt. But Oiler fans never fear. We have a 3-1 series lead heading to Vegas on Wednesday at 7:30. I'll be live then. Again, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Like I said, around the NHL. Let's do the one game that was available around the NHL. There was one other game. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals. Their game 4. Carolina decided to take the boots to the Washington 5-2 final. Carolina's up 3-1 on that series. Oilers are up 3-1 on their series. Today, the Dallas Stars have a chance to go 3-1 up on their series. Game right now is 1-0 for Dallas. I'm kind of watching it and doing this at the same time. Multitask, ADHD brain. And Wednesday, we got the Oilers at 7:30 versus the Golden Knights. 5 o'clock, though, Panthers, Maple Leafs. That series tied at 2. Now that you get it, got it good, and understood, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Share it with all your friends. We'll be back on Wednesday at 7:30. Will it be a clinching game? Will this series be over? Stay tuned. Find out. Deuces.